हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हैं आप लोग? आई होप यू आर डूइंग वेल। चलिए एक ऐसा टॉपिक डिस्कस करते हैं विच इज रिलेटेड टू द फर्स्ट पेपर ऑफ जीएस एंड इट इज इंडियन सोसाइटी, वेरी मच रिलेटेड टू सोशियोलॉजी ऑप्शनल as well, paper 2. The topic is salient feature of Indian society and diversity of India. That is there behind it. What are the salient features of Indian society and how it is related to diversity of India is the topic. See, when you look at Indian society, it is simply distinguishable when you compare it with any European society or any other country. Why? When you look at England, France, Germany, USA, you'll find there is homogeneity of identities. But the moment you look at Indian society, it is characterized by diversity. Now, the question arises, why it has this kind of identity, whereas no other country has this kind of diversity. For instance, if we take example of France, there is one language, that is French. There is one race, Caucasian white race, that is living there. Majority of them are following Christianity. So there is hardly any heterogeneity over there. Explaining this point, T.K. Oman, the famous Indian sociologist, has pointed out there were certain events that took place in India, starting from Aryan advents in 1500 BC. There were certain events that took place in India because of which India acquired this kind of characteristics or this kind of nature, means this kind of identity. So T.K. Oman points out 7 such factors, starting with Aryan advents. Aryan advents means Aryan came, Rig Veda, Vedas got written, caste system has its origin in their advent, etc. Then the emergence of Indian protest religions such as Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism. These are the protest religion in the sense they emerged against the Brahminic domination or the very prevalent religion which was there in India, which is now known as Hinduism. Against that, this religion emerged. That's why they are known as protest religion, as per T.K. Oman. Then the entry of non-Indic religions, means these religions did not emerge in India, but they came to India, Islam, Judaism, Christianity, into the subcontinent at immigrant religion. They came from outside, from the Levant region. Then the Muslim conquest, starting from Sultanate period till Mughal period, the Muslim conquest. After that, the Western colonialism, then the anti-colonial freedom struggle, and finally division of the subcontinent in 2 parts on the eve of British exit in India and Pakistan. According to T.K. Oman, because of these peculiar events that took place in India, it has acquired a distinct nature characterized by diversity. Fine, fine. That does not mean India does not have salient features. For sure, there are certain things which are typical of India, starting with the caste system, patriarchy, religiosity, tribal groups, etc., village life, etc., that are typical of Indian society. When you think of India, what are those things that come to your mind? Are the features which are salient. They are the important feature of Indian society. So, according to different scholars, including Nadeem Hasnan, there are certain features which can be pointed out as distinct features, such as, first of all, India is land of villages. As per census 2011, there are around 6.4 lakhs villages in India when compared to cities, which are roughly around 4,000 to 5,000 first tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 and small towns, all if you take together, then they are around 5,000. Whereas there are 6.4 lakhs villages in India. India is land of villages. Then you have this caste system, which is typical of Indian society. This is one distinguishable factor that separates its identity from entire world. Then there are tribes, significant number of people belonging to tribal group live in India. Then India is characterized by religiosity, and that is why Indian secularism has a different color when compared to the Western society. You cannot delete religion from Indian subcontinent. Indian people are very religious people. That's another thing that some people believe it or not, but yes, India is a religious country. Then a typical feature is patriarchy, rule of father. When you look at the residential pattern in India, it becomes very clear. After marriage, girls goes to the groom's place. This residential pattern clearly indicates it's a patriarchal society. And then when you look at the family and marriage, we have joint family system and arranged marriage system. These are typical of Indian society. How will you prepare this topic? These are the salient features. That's not all. You have to create issues, problems or issues which are there in these segments. For instance, what is the issue with the villages in India? Definitely stagnant agriculture, unemployment, lack of infrastructure, etc. are the problem of the villages. Then what could be the possible solution? One typical solution could be the way Indian government has talked about and worked on smart cities, we can talk about smart villages as well. Similarly, if you go to the caste system, what are the issues? Simply speaking, caste system has two components, functional as well as dysfunctional. Dysfunctional aspects involves untouchability and hierarchy. How can this problem be resolved? One typical question which is asked in GS1 is, can caste system be eliminated? Annihilation of caste, the book written by B.R. Ambedkar, can that be realized? The answer is not a simple yes or no. In fact, the way we have scenario around us, it will be really difficult to eliminate caste system from India. Definitely, the wrong side of it, the dysfunctional aspect of the caste system can definitely be eliminated. That is how you have to create issues. Tribes, what are the issues faced by tribes? What kind of problem they are facing? The marginalization, isolation, the problems that they have been facing over a period of time, what can be done to resolve those problems? That is how you have to prepare this topic. Then, when you talk about religiosity, does it lead to some problem in India? Definitely yes. Religiosity can be considered as one of the reasons that ultimately it leads to communalism in India. Why? Because fundamentalism and communalism are quite related ideas. Fundamentalism simply means when you believe that the central book and the central authority of your religion, whatever they are saying is totally right and you are going to lead your life according to those dictates, then you are a fundamentalist. Whereas communalism, as per Clifford Geertz, a famous American anthropologist, is the hatred between two groups on the basis of either religion or tribal identity or racial identity. But when we talk about India, it is mainly because of religion. The communal tension, communal violence takes place. So we can create an issue out of here, that communalism, which is again a topic related to Indian society topic, Indian society segment, so it is related to this concept. We can create an issue out of here. Patriarchy, definitely it is related to women issue. Whatever problem women are facing in India, be it the female feticide, early marriage, child marriage, rape, dowry deaths, desertion, n number of problems are faced by women. So there is ample amount of opportunity to create issue out here. But then you have another topic, women related issues, women and women organization. Unless you understand the notion of patriarchy, how dominance of man, rule of man create problem to the women, it will be difficult for you to reflect on this topic. Then family and marriage, Indian studies characterized with presence of joint family system. Joint family system, in simple words as per MS Gore or a scholar like M. Shah, when 3 generations are living together, it is joint family system. But that's the simplest possible explanation of joint family. It could be of different generations living together. So a nuclear family is generally characterized by presence of 2 generations, mother, father and their offspring. But the joint family system involves more than 2 generations, 3 generations at least. So the issue can be, can we say that in Indian society, joint family system is withering away and nuclear family system is coming up? Scholars like K. M. Kapadia, Irauti Karve, Milton Singer are of the view definitely joint family system has developed cracks, but it is not withering away. Nuclear family system, nuclear family is coming into picture, but joint family system is still intact. Similarly, when you talk about the arranged marriage system, the question could be, is arranged marriage system being replaced by love marriage? Definitely a significant number is coming up, but no, answer is no. Still arranged marriage system is a typical feature of Indian society. These are the salient features. Now you look at the diversity. What kind of diversity Indian society has? So then you will find these are the things that are typical of diversity that is present in India. We have diversity which is of race, racial diversity. When you look at the northeastern people and southern people and the northern people, you will find the racial diversity. Here also issue can be raised, then religious diversity is there, geographical diversity is there, and these diversity, linguistic, festival cuisines and food habits, clothing, music and painting, dancing, drama, cinema and theatre, these components are part of cultural diversity. So these are the features, these are the points related to diversity in India. But the important fact is, though India is characterized by diversity, there is underlying unity in it. Unity in diversity is the phrase used by Jawaharlal Nehru for Indian society in his book Discovery of India. So he is not the person who coined the term unity in diversity, but yes, for Indian society, he is the person who used this term. So he believed, though India is characterized by diversity, but there is an underlying unity in it. Same is the view of Herbert Risley, one of the prominent scholar who was also a British administrator. He says, you start from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, Cape Comorin was the name that time around. He says you will find an underlying unity in it. That is a typical feature of Indian society. This is how you have to prepare this topic and issue around it. So those are the issues in the first slide. Then this is the diversity, and within this diversity there is a unity that is also a typical feature of Indian society. Thank you very much.